Hey, welcome back, folks. JayborinoPlays here. Welcome to my new Warcraft 3 showcase. This is a custom campaign called The Adventures of Rowan the Wise, created by Turnro, a user on the Hive Workshop. Download link in the description, as always. Apparently, this is a retelling of when the Scourge invaded Lordaeron. I don't know exactly what that means or what that could entail. It is fully voice-acted, which is very, very cool. Gives me a bit of a break, and I don't have to read all the subtitles. I look forward to that. Let's get started. Chapter 1, The Silver Hand. It is 1 year after the Second War, and trouble has begun to arise. The Orcs, who had once posed a great threat to the Alliance, have regrouped and sent raiding parties all across Lordaeron. In order to deal with the recent uprisings, King Tyrannus has ordered the Silver Hand to seek out the local populace and recruit those worthy enough to join the Order and end the Orc threat. After years of being a farmer, Rowan has decided to join the Silver Hand. While he has little experience in the arts of war, he is determined to be part of one of the most respected orders in Lordaeron. I actually was reading the forums specifically to decide which to play. Apparently hard difficulty is actually very hard, like much harder than the normal hard difficulty that we would have seen in Reign of Chaos / The Frozen Throne. So I'm going to stick with normal. The last 3 campaigns that I played in Warcraft 3 were pretty challenging, but they didn't even have a hard option. So I'll stick with normal, that's fine with me.
Greetings, Rowan, and welcome to Strombrand. My name is Nicholas Buzan, and I will be your mentor as you train to become a paladin of the Silver Hand. Before we commence with your training, I must warn you that this will not be an easy feat. The tasks set before you will test both your mind and ability, as being a paladin requires you to become righteous, patient, and selfless. To determine whether you are fit to join the Silver Hand, I will give you a series of tasks to fulfill. Your first task is to inspect the west side of town. There have been reports lately of bandits raiding the villages. In order to save them, you will need a little help from the powers of the light. Our holy sunwell will be invaluable throughout your training. Its light-filled waters bestow members of our order with the necessary holy powers to aid our allies and vanquish evil. As a starting candidate, you have the opportunity to walk up to the sunwell and learn your first spell, Holy Light.
Interesting. I don't know if this is the Sunwell, because we're kind of in a human village right now, theoretically not on Quel'Danas, which is where the High Elf Sunwell is. I don't know. Let's just approach it and get it.
Well done. As you progress through your training, you will have the opportunity to go to the Sunwell again and learn more powerful spells. But for now, journey to the west of Strombrand and carry out your first task.
This is nice how we start with the Book of the Silver Hand, which is basically just a reusable town hall scroll. That's pretty cool. Alright, slay the bandits, return to Lord Nicholas Buzan. Alright, Nicholas. Again, I do like that there is voice acting. It's not super high quality sound that you would hear from, a professional Blizzard, but it doesn't have to be.
Take everything, man. Take all the valuables.
Let's get in there and save them. They're asking to be saved. Let's get in there. Get in there, Rowan. Not, the first thing I do is criticize the voice acting. That's not what I mean to do. Let's go ahead and kill the spearmen first. So, theoretically, they have less HP. We can get rid of them faster. Indeed. And they're doing just about as much damage as their rogue overlord here. So let's, I don't think they killed any villagers, too. They managed to escape. So yeah, I don't want to get off on the wrong foot being like, well, there's voice acting, but whatever. No, I mean, I'm serious. I actually think that it's great that it's here, so, we can pass more judgments on it as we go along. I've seen comments of people requesting I play this campaign who have basically said, there is voice acting, it can be a little goofy, but, again, I won't make any real judgments on that until we get further in, but, Any sort of retelling alternate timeline is always pretty cool in my eyes. There's really not much to do here. We can't use Holy Light on ourselves. We can't use it on the bandits because it only does damage to undead characters. It's coming down to the wire here. But yeah, any sort of alternate retelling, you've got me sold there. Potion of Greater Healing, perfect. Let's use that right away. Return to Lord Nicholas Buzan. So it keeps me reminded of, if you recall, Prime Resurgence, which was a retelling of Brood War, where you play as the UED. It's pretty neat. Okay, so we head back to this guy. He's got another quest for us. 3 quests, ultimately. What you got for us?
I knew you wouldn't fail me. By defending the village from the bandits, you have passed your first test on your path to becoming a paladin. You are now ready to commence the second task. There is a pedestal to the southwest of here, which holds the Tome of Knowledge. You are required to read this tome and learn more about the ways of the light. This task will be slightly harder, as the pedestal is protected by arcane towers. However, the Sunwell will aid you in bypassing these defenses. I can guarantee you that your next spell will be instrumental in accomplishing this task. Beside me is a Tome of Power. Purveying it will also grant you an advantage. I suggest you take it.
Oh, okay, that just gives us a level. Neat. Oh, we didn't get any XP for killing bandits.
Right.
Okay. Oh, hey, we're getting a new spell. An impenetrable shield surrounds the paladin, protecting him. Okay, cool. Divine shield lasts 12 seconds. Nothing like some good old divine shield. So we have to go down here. Let's go the correct way. I like right-clicking in the fog just so we can have the AI pathing tell us the correct way to go. Because I suppose well, we could have gone through down here. I suppose I also want to be searching around for items. This may be, I mean, it really depends on the campaign and how much searching the map maker likes to make players have to utilize to find items. I don't know. We'll find out as we go on. But, you know, I'll try to be... I mean, I'm not going to kill this... Oh, God. Just do this. Are they still attacking me? What's happening here? Is this a different divine shield than what I'm currently aware of? It looks the same. It may not make us... Well, it's going to make us invulnerable, but the AI doesn't just immediately target other things. It doesn't mark us as invulnerable, I suppose, which means that the AI can still attack us, which is a good thing. That actually makes the spell usable.
I wonder what powers it possesses.
Okay, now we have to return. I can only assume these things are still hostile to us. Use the Book of the Silver Hand. Oh, that's right. We can just do this. All right, well, take us back. Fantastic. I completely forgot that we had that. I'm glad that we got a little hint. All right. 2 down, 1 to go.
By reading the Tome of Knowledge, you have fulfilled yet another task that will ultimately determine if you are ready to join the Silver Hand. Now, one final task is all that is left for you to become a true paladin. One of the main responsibilities of the Silver Hand is to protect people from war and evil. Our scouts have identified an orc encampment south of here, and it has been confirmed that they intend to ransack the town. You are required to deal with these orcs by wiping out their settlement. This will be the hardest task of all.
I am well aware how hard this task is, but how am I supposed to defeat the orcs all by myself?
Your concern is heard, Rowan, for this is a battle you cannot win alone. There are many members of the Silver Hand who will rally behind you and fight for your cause. You will need to seek out their aid before bringing the fight to the orcs. One last thing before you go. As you have progressed in your training, you are now able to go to the Sunwell once more. This time, it will bestow upon you a holy quality that will inspire your followers. We call this attribute Devotion Aura.
Not fair.
Okay. So we pretty much have the same... Oh, okay, now it's up here. Maybe we'll have multiple abilities, because normally it'd be in this square down here. Defeat the orcs and then return to Lord Nicholas. Okay, so we have pretty much the same abilities that Arthas did in the human campaign. Interesting. Another cinematic.
Well, if it isn't another recruit, Lord Buzan is sent to deal with the orcs, right?
Well, yes. How did you know?
The nearby woods are a dangerous place for stray travelers, Paladin. You won't make it out of there alive.
Then what would you have me do?
Why, we were about to offer to escort you to the armies of the Silver Hand ourselves. We're sick of seeing promising recruits like you march off to their deaths.
You are more than welcome, soldier. In fact, I insist.
Cool, we got some footmen. Do you have defend? They don't have defend. That's okay. Very similar to the original Warcraft 3, where the voices are just very quiet compared to the rest of the game. So like I have the sound effects turned up pretty significantly, mostly just to hear the voices. All right, here comes some orcs. We've got Holy Light, and we've got Devotion Aura, which is great. Everybody just hit this person right here. This orc. All right, so we've got Q and W. That's fantastic. So how much do we got? 200 here, so we probably want to hit him with it now. That's going to get, about 2/3 of their health back, maybe closer to half. We'll just keep using that over and over on this fellow who's getting hit by these grunts. And really at this point, it's just learning how to utilize Holy Light properly, knowing the best time to use it so that you don't waste a certain amount of the healing. At level 4, it pretty much heals them up full, like over their full, full health amount. So I'll use it right now. That's going to... it's wasting a little bit, but ultimately it's fine. We do have a pot of mana if necessary. We have ogres here. Okay. What I may do is just go ahead and back out. Now get back in there and let Rowan take the heat. I don't have enough... I mean, I could have enough mana to pop my mana pot. That's okay. It doesn't matter either way. I suppose I should just use the mana pot and use... Because I want to test this out. If we use Divine Shield... They still try to attack him. What I was saying earlier is that makes the spell totally usable. In the past, you want your hero to be a tank, which is exactly why Divine Shield wasn't that usable, because it would force the enemy units to attack other stuff. So now, again, it's a much more usable spell. That's fantastic. All right, I like that a lot. I'm glad I took the time to kind of confirm that. Let's destroy these buildings and see if this map maker is the type of guy who hides stuff inside buildings. Or maybe there's no items on this map. I'm not really sure. Okay, so there's a few different ways to go. We could go down or to the left. I suppose let's check over here. More ogres. Let's get in there. Okay, they're hitting Rowan. We do not have Holy Light up, or we have Holy Light up, but we don't have Divine Shield, so we don't want Rowan taking the heat. Let's just go ahead and spam Holy Light on this asshole. Hit the Magi, please. Back out, back out. All right, just keep Holy Lighting. We're gonna have to back this fellow out. Okay, they're gonna be hitting Rowan here soon. Not enough mana to really do much else at this point. That's okay. We've got Ringer Protection +1. That's good enough for me. Give us something here. All right, what I don't like is that the damage has been spread out significantly amongst my 3 footmen, so I don't have enough mana to hit them all with Holy Light. But we did get a Ringer Protection, so this is a good sign that rather than just having items randomly hidden in the woods, we have to kill some creeps that may, in the future, reliably drop items, as opposed to just like, oh, break down a bunch of trees and you'll find some items. And if you've watched my previous playthroughs, you'll know that I'm really not a big fan of having to break trees for items, to the point where I probably just won't do it at all. It's just kind of a hassle to worry about. So it seems like we don't have the ability to gain any XP. No, we're getting XP. Okay, we're getting XP. Oh, that's fine with me. Another cutscene.
There are trolls up ahead, and there are too many to take on. We are going to have to find another way to the orc settlement.
We don't have to. We can take them all on by force.
But how? They outnumber us.
Yes, but we, good recruit, have the upper hand.
Attack!
Oh, they're just going in. All right, yeah, sure. Yeah, man. Just go ahead and do your thing. I understand. let's go ahead and have him hit the Shadow Priest. And we'll just keep an eye on who's getting focused so that we can Holy Light them. Let's just go ahead and Holy Light this guy. That's going to get him close to high health here. And then we're just going to smack away at the Shadow Priest because he's healing the other fellows. All right, so we do have Defend now, which is great because it reflects piercing damage. It has a chance to reflect piercing damage, I believe. 30% chance to reflect piercing damage, and then you always... I'm not sure if it's 30% chance to only take 50%. Oh, okay. So it's 30% chance to completely reflect, and then only take 50% that are not reflected. That's pretty good. Okay. So I guess I should know that by now, but I still don't. They didn't drop anything, but that's okay, because I'm pretty sure that this part is something that you have to go through, and I'm just waiting for my mana to regenerate a little bit. I'd kind of rather have Divine Shield up in a future part where I just run in with Rowan first. Run in with Rowan first and hit Divine Shield so that all the enemies are hitting him. We've got a Scroll of Healing. That's great, actually. It's probably more effective than having to use Holy Light because of our mana issues right now. We almost have enough for Divine Shield.
An orc town. The settlement must be close by.
Okay, let's back up. Go ahead and Holy Light this guy. Let's just back up and kill the... Let's just back away. Okay, hit the Raider. And that seems like the range on that is much higher than I recall. Man, they really just like killing my low footmen. We're just going to wait till they're all pretty low, and then we'll use the scroll. 150 hit points actually is not that much. We have a point. Did we have a point? We didn't have the option to put it in anything. Maybe we have to return to the Sunwell, but frankly, I'm not going to do that. Rowan, get in there.
Say the word.
Okay, the rest of you... Nope, 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 nope. The tower really just likes hitting my weak units, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, just let Rowan do it. These guys aren't going to contribute enough to warrant them taking more damage. Again, we're having serious mana problems, so... the level up did not give us full mana or full health, which actually, that's not something that happens in Warcraft 3 at all, is it? I didn't think so. Anyway, we have to make our way to... We're going to get some reinforcements here pretty soon, as far as I understood. These footmen are supposed to be... They're supposed to be escorting us. Let's just go ahead and pop this. They're supposed to be escorting us to the Silver Hand armies for reinforcements, which I'm assuming are going to be right down here. Oh, yes.
For the light. Greetings, Paladin. What business do you require?
Lord Nicholas Buzan has instructed me to deal with the nearby orcs. However, I will need help.
Well, not to worry, sir. The armies of the Silver Hand are willing to serve. All right, men. Prepare yourselves. We're riding off to war. Here!
Okay, so we can't control these guys, so we're just going to go and follow up behind them. You know, I have to say, I quite like the voice acting. The only thing I'd say, aid the Silver Hand as they battle against the orcs. The only thing I have to say is that it seems like that Nicholas Buzan fellow is like a mile away from the microphone. But other than that, I've quite liked all of the voice acting. I don't know. I always think it's pretty cool. So, you know, if you're someone who has really high standards for that kind of stuff, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm just happy that it's there at all. And I think it's pretty good. So, again, I don't really have any qualifications to make real judgments about this kind of stuff. I also saw an opening down here and thought maybe we could get through and there'd be some hidden item. That's why I sent this fellow down there. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. Let's check over here. Yeah, okay, that's a wall. So it certainly seems like with this many knights, we're in just fine shape. So let's go ahead and just heal up some of these knights. There we go. All right, so Holy Light level 1. I mean, knights have high enough armor, or high enough health that level 1 Holy Light isn't really doing it for them. It's not really doing the job, unfortunately. Okay, we can see if maybe our footmen will stay alive. It seems like they're doing just fine. Let's see. The orcs are not rebuilding out of the bestiary or the barracks, so they don't rebuild. So it's pretty much a freebie win. You're supposed to watch as these Silver Hand Knights just murder everything around here. Yeah, get him, footmen. Get that bestiary. You kill that bestiary, dude. How much damage are you doing? 10? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I guess we just sort of sit here and let this happen. We got our little Ring of Protection +1. While it would have been nice to, you know, carry over our scroll or maybe the healing pots, I don't know. The more I play Warcraft, the more I realize that the consumables like that I much rather enjoy to just use right away. Because if you don't use them right away, you're going to end up probably dropping them or using them in a less convenient spot later on just to get rid of them. So usually with pickups like that, They're not going to scale very well into later missions, so you might as well use them in the missions that you're in, so that you don't, so that you're not really wasting time. Get over, come on, Rowan, hit something, hit something. All right, we've just about wiped out these Black Rock orcs. Look at this footman. You're doing it, man. Keep it up, keep it up. You know, these knights, they're going to come over and they're going to try to take credit, all right? But Rowan the Wise, Big Rowan here, he knows who did most of the work. All right, don't you worry. Give you a little medal. All of our footmen survived. Enjoy this. Yes. All right, we have to return to Lord Nicholas Buzan. Squirrel. I wonder if we can kill the squirrel. It'll drop something. I'm not going to kill animals for the search of treasure. That's just horrible. You know what we can do is just use our book. Let's remember that we have this book. Also, we can stop by the Sunwell and see if it powers us up in some way. Or maybe it would after we turn this in. Get out the way. Let's check the Sunwell first. Yeah, give us something. It's glowing. Maybe it just does that when you move close to it, which is a pretty cool effect. All right, let's turn this in.
Very wise.
Congratulations! You have passed all your tasks, and with it, you are now ready to become a paladin and join the Silver Hand. You will learn much in your new service, and perhaps one day prove to be invaluable to the people of Lordaeron. Because you have finished your training, you are now able to visit the Sunwell and learn one final spell. This last gift of the well is different for all of our order, so much so that even I am blind to what it is you will receive. Approach the Sunwell, and allow it to bestow upon you your final spell.
Coolio, let's do it. Give us some good. Ooh. Blessing of Wisdom. I would have liked to read that. It looked like Aura related.
As a paladin, you shall uphold the tasks and laws of right and justice. All those who do not believe in this law shall be clouded in darkness and will never succeed in life. Those who do will live in glory.
Live in glory. So, I'm already feeling a little paranoid about my comments on the voice acting. Again, I just want to emphasize, I have no qualifications to really make real critical comments on voice acting, as most people do not. So, don't take anything I say, you know, seriously. It's kind of an off-the-cuff reaction. And again, I'm happy that there is voice acting, and I don't want that to come off as patronizing. I guess I'm already responding to the people who I think are either one going to say, well, the voice acting great, or the people are going to say, oh, well, the voice acting's terrible. And I'm saying, to me, I guess I just don't care enough. Either way, I think it's cool that it's there because I don't have to read it. Alrighty. Well, hey, this has been JayborinoPlays. Thanks so much for watching. I have high hopes for this campaign. I enjoyed that first mission. That was exactly what a first mission should be. I had fun playing it, so we'll see where this goes. I'll see you next time. Bye now.